Okie dokie, front lever workout, another pull day, and today is gonna be quite a bit of volume, and I guess we've all heard the expression volume is killing your gains, right? All these titles on YouTube, and I guess the title of this video as well, but it really depends on the way that you are using volume. You know, you can use volume in a good way, you can use volume in a bad way. The reason people say that volume is killing your gains is because if you do a lot of volume at a high intensity, then you're not able to recover anymore, and you need to be able to recover to put on muscle, to gain strength, and so on. But if you use volume in the correct way, you can actually become a lot stronger, and as you know, by becoming stronger, and if you eat enough, you will become a lean, mean, killing machine, right? As they say. So especially in calisthenics, I feel like a lot of people understand the way to use volume already, which is, do a lot of sets at a lower intensity. You can even do them throughout the day. But for example, EMOM is a great way to, build up your volume, like build up your work capacity, because the more volume you're able to handle in one session, the easier it's going to be to recover from less volume in the future at a higher intensity as well. So yeah, doing a lot of volume is a great way to build the base. And I've said this before, but in my opinion, unless you're really trying to become a bodybuilder and get on stage, if you're just training to get strong and build the physique, basically building the physique part, it comes along with getting strong. If you get strong and you eat enough, you will put on muscle. If you, maintain strength or, get stronger while eating in a calorie deficit, you will become leaner, but you will build muscle anyway. So just becoming stronger is, in my opinion, the only goal you really need to have. And, doing a lot of volume comes in handy when you want to get strong. So today what I'm gonna do is actually kind of the style of planche training that I did yesterday, but for front lever. So for those of you who watched, yesterday I did, or did not watch, I'll say, yesterday I did a planche workout with 2 rounds of 5 sets of planche holds, and I'm gonna do the exact same today as a first exercise on the front lever, although my front lever hold is a bit longer, so I think I'll put it to 10 seconds, so every minute on the minute I will do 10 seconds of front lever hold. I will do this for 5 sets, rest up a bit, and then do another 5 sets. So let's go. Feels really light today. Alright, quite good. Let's do the remaining sets. Alrighty, so the first round of front lever holds is done. It wasn't too hard, but that's also kind of the goal today, right? I've been pushing it very hard on the planche and pistol squats, so my body is quite broken down already. And you kind of have to find a balance, right? Not only in life, but also in your training. Well, I guess training is life, but you get what I'm saying. So when you're focusing on certain goals, for example, the planche and the pistol squat in my case, right, it's also going to have an effect on other body parts in your body, because your body, you have your central nervous system, which is needed for basically every movement. If you fry your nervous system in one movement, it's going to have an effect on the other. So I'm just here trying to build some capacity in the front lever at a low intensity, because it will allow me to recover, but also, get some front lever gains in the meantime, while, I get the planche and the pistol squat goals. So I'm gonna do 1 second round here of 5 sets again. 10 seconds is a good time to hold, so I'll do that again. And then after that, move on to some presses, I believe. And that might already be it for the workout, but we'll see. Okay, so I completely forgot to press record on that second round, but all ended well. And I just wanna say, when you are holding the front lever, right, don't forget to really squeeze the bar. Don't just hold the bar, squeeze the bar and, you know, try to kind of bend it, you know, like use the outside of your palms to give pressure to the bar, to, you know, to activate your lats. So you're trying to like do this motion, right? But you're holding the bar, and this will really allow you to activate your lats, which is of course what you want in the front lever. So second round already done. Now I'm gonna do one final round of 5 sets of EMOM for 5 presses of front lever each set. And that's gonna be a good total amount of volume for this training. All right, let's have a little discussion and a pump check, because that was the last set of the day. So I'm not that insanely pumped today, but I also did not go to failure. You know, when I say that volume, you know, it's good for gains, and loads of volume and low intensity can be useful, don't take it as me saying that you should train like a pussy, alright? Because that's definitely not what I'm saying. Today I did not do a single set to complete failure, but if you watch my channel regularly, you will know that it's the exception. In fact, it might be one of the first days on this channel that I did not go to failure on a single set. So the reason I did this today is because my body has to catch up with planche training and pistol squat training, or the recovery, right? So I want to let my body do that by not going to failure on any set today and the front lever. But, you know, on a regular training, when you aim for volume, right, and you just want to make the most amount of gains possible, when you do volume, right, the reason I say that you do it at a lower intensity is because in the beginning, right, your sets are going to be short and you're still fresh, so it's quite easy. But by doing loads of sets, right, for example in the EMOM style, by doing loads of sets with low rest time, you're gradually going to become fatigued, and the latter half, like the last half of your training, but especially like the last 20%, those sets are going to be close to failure or to failure, right? Especially at the end of your EMOM workout, at the end of your volume workout, the sets are still gonna be short, but the fatigue is just accumulating, and the last sets are gonna feel intense, are gonna feel very difficult, because you've been doing so much volume, right? Even though it's the same short set, it's gonna feel like hell, right? It's gonna be burning super intensely because you've been, you know, building up to this moment the entire training. So don't take the high volume, low intensity style as, you know, a walk in the park, easy training, unless you want to recover, of course. But if you really want to, you know, make some gains, put some effort in, right? Then it can be a very hard training. Like the push-up guys, like the sits and reps guys, they do high volume, but they don't walk away from the park, they don't walk away from their workout feeling like they still could go for, you know, a couple hundred reps, right? They leave the workout completely dead, and they have to recover for multiple days in most cases. So that's how you should treat your volume as well, right? It's not because, you know, the first sets are at a lower intensity, right, that you know, it means that even without putting in effort, without, you know, getting yourself into an uncomfortable situation, that you can make gains. No, that's not the case, right? For a beginner, it might be possible, but if you're a little bit more advanced, you need to push yourself, and there is no way to get around that. But the high volume way is just another approach of doing that. First, you start out, with the easier sits because you're fresh, and by doing the easier sits over and over and over and over and over again, they become so difficult and it becomes a good workout, right? And at the same time, you get in a lot of volume, you are able to practice your techniques, you're able to practice your endurance, your work capacity is going up, or it will go up once you are recovered. And there are so many benefits to volume training. So lots of gains to be made, all kinds of gains, I would even say, right? Of course, like I mentioned, your work capacity, but increasing your work capacity means being able to put in more effort for actual strength training, which means fucking gains, right? You're gonna build some tissue on your frame. You're gonna get some muscle. So that's it for today's training. Tomorrow is gonna be another leg day, and yeah, I'll see you then. I'm gonna have some breakfast now.